spread some love and kindness. Come all of you, come all of us, and spread some love and kindness. Do-do-do, do-do-do.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
I feel ready to spread some love and kindness after sharing in that beautiful song. I am Cantor Amanda Kleinman, so pleased to be joined on the bima this evening by Cantor Danielle Rodniski, by our cantorial intern Isaac Sanat Asor, by our temple president Warren Haber, and by our wonderful guest of honor, our artist in residence, Chava Morel, who we'll hear a little bit more about in just a few moments. As you might notice, we kicked all of the rabbis off of the bima this evening. Although we do have Rabbi Citrin here with us in the congregation, and Rabbi Blake, who is a little bit under the weather today, not with COVID, but sends his regards and is so sorry not to be here today. But today, we are marking Shabbat Shirah, the Shabbat of song, named for the song that the Israelites sang as they crossed the Red Sea from slavery into freedom. We'll hear a few of those words tonight in the song Micha Mocha, which actually is a part of the Song of the Sea, but the Song of the Sea has evolved over time into Shabbat Shirah, which is a Shabbat that celebrates song in all forms in the Jewish tradition. And so we are thrilled to celebrate this Sabbath of song tonight with Chava Morel, and Cantor Rodniski will share a little bit more about Chava with us.
Chava is like a modern-day Miriam. She brings song all over the Jewish world and also the jazz world. She sings in all kinds of venues, including synagogues, lucky for us tonight. Chava and I met at Havana Shira many years ago, which was my greatest privilege for us to sing together and learn together. And I hear that Chava is not a new face to Westchester Reform Temple. Chava actually worked here at WRT in 2002 and 2003, when Rabbi Angela Buchdahl was on maternity leave. And Chava came in to cover some of Rabbi Buchdahl's musical responsibilities at Temple. So not a new face, but maybe new to some, and I'm very happy to be here sharing the bima with my dear friend. We are now going to transition to lighting our Shabbat candles to bring that light and warmth of Shabbat into this space. And we'd like to invite to the bima Joanne and Barry Citrin to help us with that.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lahadlik ner shel Shabbat.
Amen.
Thank you so much, Joanne and Barry, for all the lighting.
And we continue now on page 648 with our Psalms of Kabbalat Shabbat. We picked one that we thought was perfect for this Shabbat Shirah, Shiru Ladonai, Shir Chadash, Sing unto God, a new song, page 648.
Adonai, Kol
138. We continue with Lecha Dodi. We'll sing together verses 1, 2, 5, and 9, and before the final verse, we will rise and face the door to greet the Shabbat bride.
Shabbat, v'hu v'nelcha, ki mekor habracha, merosh mikedem nesmucha, sof maaseh v'machshava tchila, lecha dodi, likrat kala.
This is the moment in the service, you might see this written on the bottom of the page, where we all get to join together and say, we're ready to pray. Technically, the leader says, are you ready to pray? And everyone says, yeah, we're ready to pray. So look around for a moment. we're so blessed to be in community and to get to join our voices together and pray with one voice, and knowing that all the voices combined is more powerful than all of us separate from each other. So let's join together and welcome each other in blessing. Sing with me. Come all of you, come all of us, and bless the one who blesses. Come all of you, come all of you, come all of us, come all of us, and bless the one, and bless the one who bless. Do 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 do. Blessed is the blessed one. Blessed is the giver of blessing. Blessed in this moment now and every now to come. Blessed is the blessed one, giver of blessing. Blessed is the giver of blessing. This moment now. Blessed in this moment now and every now to come. Come all of you, come all of us, and bless the one who blesses. Come all of you, come all of us, and bless the one who blesses. Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach Le'olam. Come all of you, come all of us, spread one who blesses. Come all of you, come all of us, and bless the one who blesses.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Vaed. Page 154. ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך, והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידיך
והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם.
In Hebrew, the word shirah means both song and poem. And so Shabbat Shirah is not only the Shabbat of song, but also the Shabbat of poetry. One particular poem, to be exact, Shirat Hayam, the song or poem of the sea. Shirat Hayam is Moses' victory speech, announcing the Israelites' newfound freedom and their triumph over Pharaoh and the Egyptian army, praising God for the many signs and miracles that allowed them to escape. While there are many famous excerpts that come from Shirat Hayam, perhaps the most important is our Mi Chamocha prayer. Who is like you, Adonai? Who is like you, majestic in holiness, awesome in splendor, working wonders? As we hear the beginning and different parts of this sacred poem, and then we join together in our Song of Freedom, listen for the special melody that is traditionally chanted when reading Shirat Hayam. Az yashir Moshe uvenei Yisrael et hashira hazot ladonai vayomeru lemor ashira ladonai ki ga'o ga'a sus verochvo rama vayam O ziv zimratia vayhili lishua ze eli ve'anveihu Elohei avi va'aromemenhu. And now I'm skipping a bunch of verses. Mi chamocha va'elim Adonai, mi kamocha nedar ba'kodesh, nora tehilot oseh feleh.
Freedom, 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 freedom.
Now that we're free, we need a little peace. And so we turn to page 160 for Hashkivenu, our nighttime prayer, where we ask God to spread a shelter of peace over us. And I was telling Pete before the service, I say the same thing every week. We need it now more than ever, and unfortunately, it's still true. So I'll keep saying it as long as I need to. Page 160. For the Amidah on page 164. Adonai Sfatai Tiftach Adonai Sfatai Eloheinu ve'Elohei avotenu ve'imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, ve'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, ve'Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor ve'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, ve'Konei Hakol, ve'Zocher Chastei Avot ve'Imahot, ומביא גאולה לבני בניהם, למען שמו באהבה. מלך עוזר ומושיע ומגן, ברוך אתה אדוני, מגן אברהם ועזרת שרה. אתה גיבור לעולם אדוני, מחיי הכל אתה רב להושיע. משיב הרוח ומוריד הגשם, מכלכל חיים בחסד, מחיי הכל ברחמים רבים, סומך נופלים ברופא חולים, ומתיר אסורים, ומקיים אמונתו לשני עפר. מי כמוך בעל גבורות ומידו מלך, מלך ממית ומחיה ומצמיח ישועה, בנאמן אתה להחיות הכל. ברוך אתה אדוני מחיי הכל. אתה קדוש ושמך קדוש, וקדושים בכל יום יהללוך סלה. ברוך אתה אדוני האל הקדוש. We now take a few moments of silent reflection. In Shirat Hayam, that special song of the sea we heard an excerpt from earlier, Moses says, Ashira Ladonai, I will sing to Adonai. As the poem concludes, Miriam exclaims, Shiru Ladonai, everyone sing to Adonai. The change in language reflecting the transformation the Israelites and the mixed multitude had experienced during the crossing of the sea. While they began their journey, each singing their own individual songs, by the end, they had become one collective people, one united voice. This is the sound of one voice. This is the sound of one voice, one spirit, one voice, the sound of one who makes a choice. This is the sound of one voice. This is the sound of one voice. This is the sound of voices too. The sound of me singing with you, helping each other to make it through. This is the sound of voices too. This is the sound of voices too. This is the sound of voices three, singing together in harmony, surrendering to the mystery. This is the sound of voices three. This is the sound of voices three. This is the sound of all of us, singing with love and the will to trust. Leave the rest behind, it'll turn to dust. This is the sound of all of us. This is the sound of all of us. This is the sound of one voice, one people, one voice, a song for every one of us. This is the sound of one voice. This is the sound of one voice.
Shabbat Shalom. It is such an honor to be here with you on Shabbat, especially here at Westchester Reformed Temple, where I spent the amazing year 20 years ago when I was in my 20s. I was 26. I'll be 47 this month. I feel proud. Anyway, I have to say about your beloved cantor that she was one of my mentors 10 years ago when I was looking for recordings of songs by Jewish composers, and they really didn't exist, but Danielle took it upon herself to make YouTube videos as a resource to the Jewish community, and I, far away in Seattle, found her on YouTube, and I would refer to her constantly when I was asked to sing a song somewhere. What's my girl? How does my girl sing it? Because she sang it completely accurately every single time, note for note. And then I met her, and I was like, oh, it's my girl. And still feeling very inspired and mentored by you. So thank you, Cantor. I usually talk about being with what is It's something that I think about a lot, and I'm working with it a lot, and it's really coming in relevant right now because you might be able to tell I don't sound like I usually do. I'm a professional singer, and I sing every day, 365 days a year, and all of those days I can sing, but right now I don't sound the same as I usually do. I don't know if it's because of the heat, blowing or something. In any case, this is what I'm singing about today. I'm singing about this longing that we all have. It's a human thing to be there, to be, in the room where it happens, right? To be there, to witness life, to not miss out, the fear of missing out. We all have this. And there's a secret to it, which is learning how to be here now. It's harder than it sounds, very simple words to say, and it takes a lifetime of practice. But what I found is that our texts talk about this. From thousands of years ago, people just like us, just like you and me, were longing for the same thing, and they were writing poems about it, shirah. They were writing beautiful poetry about it that we can still find. And even in our Siddur, if you turn to the High Holiday section, the first song is a psalm, Psalm 27, verse 4, and it says, we say this every day during High Holidays, but I'm going to say it now too. If only I had one wish, one thing I long for, it would be to be sitting in the house of God all the days of my life so I can witness the beauty of creation. That's what the psalm says. And I wrote a melody for it, so I think about it a lot. What does this mean? And when I think about the house of God, I think about our bodies. So, so you might hear them say, this body, but this is not mine, really. I'm just a steward of this body. This body was a gift, but it doesn't really belong to me. It's part of the universe, and I'm caring for it during this time. We could even say that our body is a gift from God. That sounds great, but it doesn't always feel great to have a body and to be in there. We get sick, we have struggles, and being present is only fun when things are pleasant. Being present is not fun when it's uncomfortable, and that's why it's so hard to do. So, having said all that, I'm going to sing this song that I sing beautifully. I promise you. And if you want to know for sure, you can listen to the album, which it was released. It's on the internet. It's available for free. And I'm going to sing it in the true spirit of this text, which is, I'm here right now. This is what I have. This is what I have to work with. Can I be present with that? And so anytime we're struggling, we can just ask ourselves, can I just be with that? It's real, it's happening, and I'm going to be with it right now. And I invite you to join me.
שאלתי אותה אבקש, אחת שאלתי מאת אדוני, אחת שאלתי אותה אבקש, שבתי שבתי בבית אדוני, שבתי שבתי כל ימי חיי, אבקר בהיכלות לחזות בנועם הוויה to gaze upon the beauty of Shekhinah. One thing, I ask you, Adonai, to be with you all of my life. Achat sha'alti me'et Adonai. Achat sha'alti ota
It's really hard to fail in public. So thank you for being so loving and welcoming and generous. And I know that you're all holding me with the most generous interpretation possible. And this is what is right now. And in our tradition, we hold in one hand what is, all the hard realities of life. And we're well aware of them. And we don't try to escape from them or deny them or push them away. And then we also, on the other hand, at the same time, at the same amount, we hold what if. We hold, our hopes and all of the infinite possibilities of life. And I believe that if we can imagine it, we can make it exist. So whatever you think life should be like, put it out there into the universe and see what happens. I'm going to do this. I'm going to sing another song. I'm going to put it out into the universe, try my best to make it happen. This is my dream of what could happen is if I could sing this song properly for you right now. But it's also my interpretation of one of the last lines in our Siddur, which is Bayom Hahu, Yeh Adonai Echad U'Shemo Echad. On that day, I don't know what day, but that day, everything will be united, and we'll all know it. We won't even have to wonder if we belong, and we will know.
What if the planet wasn't round? What if the silence had a sound? What if we took our paradigms and flipped them upside down? What if we make room for us all? What if we wouldn't let you fall? What if we wore our bodies like the splendor that they are? What if we synthesize? What if we integrate? What if we energize? What if we liberate? Oh, gracious Spirit of the universe, rise up like the sun. We've got some questions and we need to find direction. Help us to believe it's still to come, still to come, still to come. A better day is still to come.
Are you willing to sing with me?
What if?
It's what if. Let's try it.
What if?
Thank you so much. 3 more times.
What if love could heal the violence? What if she gave voice to the silenced? What if we let her blessings flow across the sea of broken hearts, illuminate the broken sparks with love? What if we could heal the violence? What if we gave voice to the silenced? What if we let our blessings flow across the sea of broken hearts, illuminate the broken sparks with love? I'm not gonna try that note. Go love. Cantor, will you sing my note? Go love. Everybody sing with us. Love, love. Keep singing that love. Everybody go love. I didn't realize this note works too. Love. Sounds so sweet now. Love. Love. Oh, gracious spirit of the universe, rise up like the sun. We've got some questions and we need divine direction. Help us to believe. Oh, gracious spirit of the universe, rise up like the sun. We've got some questions and we need divine protection. Help us to believe. Help us to believe. It's still to come, still to come, still to come. A better day is still to come, still to come, still to come. A better life is still to come, still to come, still to come. A better world is still to come. Thank you. You can go.
Chava, thank you for opening our hearts and our souls with the transformative power of your song. This Shabbat is a Shabbat that celebrates the transformative power of song, and anybody who has joined us in singing the words of the Misha Beirach here in this sanctuary can certainly attest to the transformative power of song and of the power that this song has and the power that all of our voices raised together in song have to bring strength and to bring love to all of those in our community and all of those in our world who are in need of healing. And so if there's anyone you are thinking of today who is in need of healing, whose spirit might be strengthened by knowing that this community is keeping them in our hearts and in our prayers, I would invite you to rise and to share their names with our community at this time. We add as well the names of Jennifer Leventhal, Jeffrey Millman, Sylvia Broder, Yochanan Ben Tzipora, Judy Balsam, Leah Bat Nina Bat Benjamin, Rachel Brucha, Leisha Snyder, Ashley Norfleet, Tony and Gina DeLappa, Matthew Atwood, Anthony and Elizabeth Dankner, Deborah Kapnick, Nicole Shusi, Masha Batsora, Andrew Goldstein, Ken Master, Chava Batsara, Eliyahu Chaim Ben Fredel, Sheila Fried, Malka Tzipora Bas Rachel,
Tamar Bat Malka, Deborah Greenfield, Heschel Meir, Ben David Achana. And together we join in the words of the Misha Beirach, our prayer for healing, on page 371.
Source of strength, who blessed the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say Amen.
Our concluding prayers begin on page 586. Please rise for Aleinu.
עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם. ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא. ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו אחד.
A translation of a poem by the Hebrew poet Hannah Senish. There are stars up above, so far away we only see their light, long, long after the star itself is gone. And so it is with people that we loved. Their memories keep shining ever brightly, though their time with us is done. But the stars that light up the darkest night, these are the lights that guide us. As we live our days, these are the ways we remember. And as we prepare as a congregation to remember together, I would like to invite our congregation to rise in the following order in preparation for the recitation of the Mourner's Kaddish. If you are in a period of Shiva, if you've laid to rest your loved one over the past week, would you please rise at this time? If you're in a period of Shloshim, if you've laid to rest your loved one over the past 30 days, would you please rise at this time? If you've laid to rest your loved one over the past year, would you please rise? And if this Shabbat marks the yahrzeit, the anniversary of the death of your loved one, would you please rise? And I would invite the entire congregation to please rise as we remember those taken from us in recent days. We remember Benjamin Tyson, father of Julie Tyson, husband of Natasha Tyson, and brother of Esther Picard. Patty Delville Meskin, mother of Mark Meskin. Meryl Volpe Rouse, daughter of Frank Solomon, wife of Pascal Rouse, and mother of Francis Volpe. Robert Waldbaum, father of Nicole Moser. Roberta Friedman, wife of Gerald Friedman, and mother of Wendy Friedman Tush and Gary Friedman. Roy Pachalski, husband of Elaine Pachalski and father of Gabby Elfand and David Pachalski. Ann Kaufman, wife of John Kaufman and mother of Louise Riddle Kaufman, Jean Alter, and Mark Kaufman. Robert Schneider, father of Pam Dickstein. Ruth Toff, mother of Nancy Toff. Jennifer Nobby, sister-in-law of Mark and Beth Nobby. And we remember those whose Yahrzeit, the anniversary of their passing, falls on this Shabbat. Sylvia Alderman, Henry Alperin, Selma Bamberger, Harold Bernard, Julius Bernstein, Francis Bogan, Florence Brill, Lillian Chaprak, Anita Dubner, Francis Dworetsky, Joshua Emmer, Charles Fish, Harold Fogel, William Goldberg, Stanley Goldman, Arnold Goldner, Nancy Carroll Kahn, Alfred Lazar, Lester Levin, Lori Lewis, David Maskett, Herbert Master, Emily Melman, Bruce Menon, Isabel Millman, Benjamin Newman, Rita Phillips, Bernard Pravda, Lillian Quinn, Adele Radoff, Jacques Revaux, Sophie Rich, Marvin Ross, Anna Rubenstein, Joel Sachs, Seymour Schiffman, Rose Schwartz, Rebecca Siegel Perloff Jaffe, Virginia Shear, Ronnie Spector, Harold Stoyer, Sadie Talens, Philip Warschauer, Herman Weiss, Henry Zombeck. We join together now in the words of the Mourner's Kaddish, which you can find on page 598. Yitgadal v'yitgadash shemei Rabbah.
Amen.
Be'alma divrach irute v'yamlich malchute. B'chayechon uv'yomechon uv'chaye dechol Beit Yisrael. Ba'agala uv'izman kariv v'imru. Amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah mevarach le'alam u'le'omei amaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh. V'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shemei dekudsha b'richu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata. Tushbechata v'nechemata. Da'amiran be'alma v'imru. Amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya. V'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. Oseh shalom b'imromav. Hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen.
Ose shalom b'meromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru.
Amen. Please be seated. We are delighted that our temple president, Warren Haber, has joined us on the bima for this evening's service, and I'd like to invite him at this time to offer a few announcements.
I'd like to thank Michael Rahimi, who's here almost every Friday night, for being our greeter. I'd also like to thank our singer-songwriter, Chava Morel, for joining us this evening. And if you haven't gotten enough of her tonight, she's here tomorrow morning for a Shabbat of song starting at 9 a.m., and then a congregational oneg at 10, and then workshop study program at 10:30 led by Chava. So thank you so much for joining us. We also have on Sunday at 4:30 p.m. here, at Kolami, The Last Flight Home, a part of a movie series that they've been sponsoring. On the following Sunday at 2, the Quest for Meaning, A Serious Man. And if Rabbi Blake were here, he'd be giving the pitch for an informational meeting about the 2 amazing WRT trips to Israel next Sunday, February 12th at noon. Shabbat Shalom.
We want first to echo Warren's thanks to Chava Morel. What a blessing it is to have you with us this Shabbat, and we're so looking forward to continuing to celebrate the Shabbat of Song tomorrow morning. I want to add thanks as well to Pete Malinverni, to Jerome Morris, and Idan Sandhaus, our wonderful ensemble for our Shabbat worship. We will conclude this evening with a song that we cannot let this Shabbat Shirah go by without singing. That is Miriam's song on page 646, and I'd invite the congregation to rise. Join us in Kiddush.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu b'shabbat kodsho be'ahava uvratzon hinchilanu zikaron lemase vereshit ki hu yom techilah lemikrae kodesh zecher lisiat mitzrayim ki vanu v'acharta ve'otanu kidasha mikohamim ve'shabbat kodshecha ve'ahava uvratzon chatanu, Baruch atah Adonai, Mekadesh HaShabbat. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Shabbat shalom.